Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name is Mobby, and this is my first impressions review of Cat Quest 2. This game comes out on September 24th, 2019. I am playing the Steam PC version, and this is an action-adventure RPG where you play as two characters, two would-be kings, a cat and a dog, and your job is to save the world from tyrants who have taken over your rightful place. Now, as always, if you like what I do and you want to see more, please help out the channel by leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing. I do upload daily videos. Also, to make sure to stay until the end of the video, I'll be showing you some gameplay of me going through a dungeon and fighting a boss. It shows off a lot of the gameplay. So let's get started. We're going to talk about the pricing, the story, the graphics, the audio, the gameplay, and some other noteworthy things I feel need to be mentioned. So to start it off, Cat Quest 2, it's a sequel to number 1, and if you are interested, I did play number 1 and I beat it all the way through. It was a really fun game. Playing this one takes me back to that playthrough. As a matter of fact, it's almost the same world. It feels like a version 1.5 of the first game, but that's not a bad thing. So the first game, it's about $13, $13.99 right now, so it's pretty cheap for its length. It's not even that long of a game, the first one. This one, there's no pre-order yet, and I'm playing it before it's out, so I'm gonna have to guess the price to see what this game is gonna be worth. I would say $14.99 to $19.99 is this game's sweet spot. That's what it should be, but who knows when it first comes out. So the story, like I said, you are basically in a world of cats and dogs and monsters who roam the land. It's kind of like a medieval thing with swords and magic spells and weapons, and you play one of the two characters. It's awesome because if you play solo, you can switch between the two on the fly using just a friggin' random button. Not a random button, you press like the triangle, the Y button, you switch to them and you just fight. So your goal, like I said, you are the descendants of two kings, and your goal is to go on a quest to make a crazy weapon called the King's Blade, to defeat the tyrants who have taken over your place. So the story, pretty nice and simple. It's actually really cute. The graphics, oh man, I love the graphics. The graphics and the audio and the gameplay, they work really well together. It's a very cutesy, and it just fits well. It might look a little casual, but as you play and play, you'll see there's tons of different types of enemy sprites. The animations are well done. It's really nice to look at, like watching a cartoon. The audio, it's pretty basic fantasy stuff, nothing too crazy about that. This particular game, though, doesn't rely on audio. The graphics and gameplay together are the best part. So let's talk about the gameplay now. This is a primarily fighting game where you kill enemies, you level up, you get gold, and you earn new equipment. Now, the different types of equipment that you can get are weapons, different types of weapons like axes, other blades, and magical weapons, and all of them can do different things. For instance, a sword might increase your attack by 3, but it also increases your crit chance by like 10%. Also, if you put on a magical staff, it could be a lightning staff that is fast, or you can wield an ice staff which shoots slow but increases ice spells by 10%. And then there's other stuff like increased health regen by equipping a health thingy. So you can play this game solo, or you can play this game co-op. I had no one here with me, so I'm playing solo, and it works really well. You have two characters at all times. In the first game, you only played as the cat. That's why it's called Cat Quest. In this one, you have access to the other character, which they don't even tell you. Like, the game doesn't even say like how you guys got together. It's just you start the game, you wake up randomly, like, hey, you guys got to work together. So you go ahead and do that. So you could switch to them at any time, and they have their separate health bar, and they have their separate mana bar. They do share experience, so one person picks up experience and shares, and you guys progress together. One thing that I really like about it is the first game was fun, but then it got a little repetitive, but I want to see it to the end because it was so cute and fun, and the gameplay was addicting. This one, it amps it up even more. Now that you have two characters, you can have two different builds. Now, I say builds, but it's just weapon sets. You can switch it out at any time. You don't have to make a character super defensive for the whole game. You can switch them out to like a magic build and stuff like that. So each character can get like a helmet, they can get a breastplate, they can get a weapon, and they can equip 4 different spells for your L1, L2, R1, R2. You can switch the spells between the characters. So you can say, hey, I want my cat guy, and what I did during my playthrough is I want my cat to be a glass cannon fighter build. So I gave him all the weapons and armor. They gave him most attack. And then for the dog character, I was like, okay, you got some cool spells. I gave him the magic wand and a breastplate that increases his magic. And because when you wear a weapon that is magical, it cuts your HP in half to balance it out because you're ranged now. So you go ahead and do that. You get weapons and equipment by going through random caves that you find, buying them in the store, and upgrading them. Now this game consistently, very frequently, gives you new weapons and new hats and breastplates to equip. And if you end up getting the same one, it just increases its level. So let's say you find you go into like a level 12 cave. You defeat the cave, and your prize is a Thunder Wand level 3. You go around, you go to another dungeon, you open up a random chest, it's another Thunder Wand. The one you have increases to level 3 to level 4, increasing its effectiveness in attack. If it was like a armor, it would increase its armor and stuff like that. So the game is very consistent, keeps you going, it's a very addicting gameplay. Now this is no microtransaction fest. It's just you in the game going through. This game would be perfect to play with a younger audience. Obviously, I'm still having fun with it because I like the hack and slash deal. So you have a slash attack, you have the shoulder buttons, the 4 different shoulder buttons for spells that you put on. You earn mana back, regen by attacking an enemy, and you have a dodge roll by pressing the A button. You just roll out of the way. You can increase the effectiveness through items and stuff, and it's really nice because it feels so smooth. You run around. I was using an Xbox One control. I don't know how good it will feel if you use a keyboard and mouse, but definitely use a controller. This game's like pretty chill, so use a controller. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, the dodge roll. You can cancel out any move to dodge at any moment, so it's pretty forgiving in that regard. All the enemies also telegraph their attacks for the most part with a circle around the ground, so it shows you the range of it, and then it slowly fills out once more to let you know, hey, that's my attack speed, and when it hits full, I'm gonna do an attack. Sometimes they do other stuff like projectiles, which is gonna be a little bit more harder to dodge, but for the most part, telegraph, because it's a nice and chill game. Cat Quest 2. I was actually pleasantly surprised when I heard that they were going to come out with another one. It just came out of nowhere. I just saw it. I was like, Cat Quest 2, I have to check it out. So thanks for the devs for, giving me a key, because I did love the first one. And honestly, I want to play through this one as well. If I do, it'll probably be on Twitch, because that's why I did the first one on Twitch. And I don't know, I'll probably put it on the main channel or the secondary channel. We'll have to see. So I'm going to have to end this one here. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. It helps a lot. If you haven't already, subscribe for daily videos. If you'd want, I'd love it if you'd follow my Twitch. I stream there very frequently. And, of course, my secondary YouTube channel where I'm putting up all the long Let's Plays, like Cat Quest. It might go up on there. Okay, so I'm going to end today's episode by showing you a dungeon I went through and a tiny story boss that I fought. So, let me know what you guys think of Cat Quest 2 down below. Personally, I like it a lot. Thanks for being here, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
You